When you live at Little Hall, you actually will be living with other people, like in the same apartment. And there's a lot to be said for the soft skills that you're going to pick up while you're living with someone. You learn to negotiate, you learn to work out who's cleaning when. So sometimes you learn how to have, those tougher conversations. You'll also really grow a lot yourself because you'll be living with other people who didn't grow up with you. And so you're going to realize some things about yourself that you probably wouldn't have even realized before without being in a community. So there's so much in store for your own growth that's far beyond the curriculum in living here at Little Hall.
It's almost like a family because I have no other support system here except my friends, and all my friends, majority of my friends are from Little Hall. So if I just need like milk, I can just go down a floor and knock on my friends' door like, hey, do you have some milk? Like sugar. It's like literally just like your neighborhood but in a building, and everyone's your age and everyone's really nice.
One of the highlights of living at Little Hall has been the amazing sense of community. Everyone here is super friendly, and the social events, whether it's like dinners or movies, really just make it easier to get to know new people. And these moments really just help you to know everyone in the building and just helps you to make friendships that make your uni experience so much more better.
So we all come from different places, nationality, ethnicities, religion, cultures. And the good thing about Little Hall is that it's a safe space. It's meant to be a safe space. There's a lot of empathy, patience, and consideration exists in these sort of corridors.
I love living in such a diverse community and have managed to meet people from all across the world here at Little Hall. With almost 700 residents and so many events run here each week, there is always the opportunity to meet more people and make new friends.
One of the things that you could put on your resume after you leave Little Hall is that you've actually lived with people from 45 different countries, that you have lived among diversity. That is such a great skill, and you learn so much from getting to know people from different cultures and backgrounds, religions, traditions. I know that when you've gone overseas, certainly when I've gone overseas, I've seen and gotten to know that I am different than other people. And again, being able to articulate what your own values are in the midst of all of that. What cultural things, from where you've grown up, do you really love and embrace and want to keep as you become an adult? And what do you want to give away? Being in a place like this is going to really help you work out what is important to you, how to negotiate who you are, what's important to you within a very global context, and also, to get to know people who have been around the world. That is also going to be so amazing for you. What an incredible education.
You're interacting with people from different countries who have their own stories, some good, some bad. Some people who have coming from developing countries, some people have come from the most privileged nations. And when you all come together, and as people describe Melbourne as a melting pot of culture, yeah, that's what they say, you create something completely different. Your opinions, your thoughts, your motivation, your day-to-day motivation, and your interaction with the world changes significantly.
My role in supporting a diverse community is offering events that appeal to a wide range of people. I have a diverse range of people in my RA team, and I employ their knowledge and cultural background and support them in facilitating events that are reflective of their background, their hometown, cultural events that are important to them. It's really important to me to support a place where those kind of events are happening and people feel included and people feel like they're at home. They can feel at home.
Living in Little Hall has definitely helped me to grow as a person, thanks to all the incredible support. When I first arrived in Melbourne, all the personal support was really invaluable in helping me adjust to this new environment, and the opportunities to meet new people, build friendships, really just made settling down even easier. Moreover, the academic support at Little Hall has been really great. The one-on-one consultations and the tutorials have really just helped me stay on track with my studies and boosted my confidence in being able to tackle uni work.
Because when you hear people's stories and sometimes they'll make food for you, they'll share pictures of their family, you get to talk to their family members. There's this different sense of belonging that you probably never felt, and now that's like a calling for you that this is what I need to do. I need to know more people. I need to know their stories.
The residential assistants, or RAs, here at Little Hall are very supportive. They can help you when you get locked out your room outside reception hours, and they help run a lot of the events here at Little Hall. They've given me great advice on places to shop and eat here in Melbourne. They're also there if you just need somebody to chat to.
The role I expect them to take in building this safe community is there's really fundamental things, like they do building checks when they're on duty, and they check the common rooms, make sure everything's, running smoothly as normal. On a more, abstract and broader scale, I expect them to be role models for the community. So I expect them to role model behaviour that is culturally, mentally safe, so that students can feel welcome and students can feel safe. So, yes.
And security guards are present from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day, so you can chat with them if you have any concerns about your safety.
So Little Hall is a big community. We have 669 students, and that might feel overwhelming to you, but break it down. You'll be in an apartment, and hopefully you'll get to know the people that you are in an apartment with. They might be your new best friends. You'll also be on a floor, on a corridor, and you'll get to know all of the people that are in that space as well. And then there'll be so many activities that you can get involved in, and you'll get to know who loves your sport and who can you go out and kick a ball with, who can you hang out with to chat about a particular language that you're learning, who could you talk to, who just wants to go out to the pub, and just have a drink or two, who could you go out dancing with, there will be all your people. And Little Hall is going to be just like university. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you want to live in a great community, come in and be a great community person. Go to the events, do the things, get as much out of this opportunity that you can. We will bring amazing people into this place. Come and hear. So living at Little Hall will be a lot of fun. And we want you to have a great time. In fact, I want you to be here for your whole time at the University of Melbourne. I think that we could really nurture you and help you grow. You will have some responsibilities for living here. So while we don't have any compulsory events, we really want you to attend. We want you to embrace all that we offer you. But at the same time, we also don't want you to disrupt the people who you live with and live around. So, you will have a responsibility, just as you would any place in Melbourne, to be quiet after 11. If you make noise after 11, someone's going to come and tell you off. That's just how it is. It would be the same wherever you live. In fact, if you were living in an independent place, the police would come. We don't send the police, we just send an RA. We also want you to be sure and clean up after yourself. It's a big place. If everybody leaves their stuff everywhere, then it's going to be a bit messy all the time, and we don't want that for anyone. So treat it the way that you would wish other people would treat it. And it will be in great condition when you leave, hopefully after 3 years. But you do have some responsibilities of living in a community, but they're not onerous.
If you're worried about the well-being of any Little Hall resident, you can fill in the care report, which can be found on the residents portal, or pop down to reception and have a chat with them.
We really care about what our students say. We take our surveys really seriously. If we hear in a survey that students want a certain thing, we do it. If we can, if we hear students don't like something, we stop doing it. Your voice is really important. One of the key areas to get involved is our student club. Our resident committee is what they're called, and they would love to hear from you. We are looking for people to be involved and run different events. We'd love to see a play or a musical this year, and that's all done by volunteers. And so again, you kind of get out of it what you put in, and we really, really hope to see you involved. But we do take the student voice very seriously, and we want to have a really great student club.
I think the best advice for that is just try everything. There's going to be a lot on offer. You might not have time to do everything, but try and make some time every week to participate in some of the many events that we're going to be offering you in the ResLife program, in the academic program, in the career program. These are things, put yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone. You might not think that you're going to get much from it, but in fact you will. You'll get a lot, even if it's spending more time with your friends and making connections at Little Hall, meeting new people. As I said, particularly with careers, your network's really important. So, meeting people, meeting some of the speakers that we're going to have coming in to see you, all going to be very important in terms of your academic success and your career, but also just in your enjoyment of the time that you're spending at Little Hall.
We're going to have amazing events that are so much fun. Well, if you sit in your room and don't come, they won't mean anything to you. Little Hall will be what you make it, and we really hope you make it your community.
Have any questions? Here are some ways you can get them answered.